Hello, thanks for joining our spring allergy relief tips. We're glad you're here. My name is Pam Kroll. I am a mom to three daughters. I am a wife. I am a nature lover, a parenting coach, and a young living brand partner, which means I have the pleasure of getting to support and share and educate with people on how to live their best life, stay as healthy as they can, and how to use just natural products to really support the body um, staying at its best. And I also am a mom to a daughter and a wife to a husband who have suffered from pretty severe allergies. So that's my intro and why I'm here. I'll let you go
Hi,
ahead.
I'm Marianne. I'm Marianne Hurley. I am a grandma. I have kitties in my life. I've had allergies my whole life, and especially to cats. Um, and I have put up with sneezing and not being able to have my kitties in my laps at certain times of the year. And I'd like to share my success stories.
Great. Well, we're going to get started here. I'm going to share my screen so you can see some of the information we're going to talk about. And let's see. All right. Press a few more buttons and we will be there. Okay. So we're going to do two things in this quick little workshop. The first is we're going to talk about histamine because it's basically the foundation of where allergies, asthmatic responses, sneezy snottiness starts, is because the body gets overloaded with histamine. So we wanted to give you a baseline. What the heck is histamine? It's basically the body's innate response to an invader. And in this case, since we're talking about spring, we're talking about pollen. And so the body, it senses an invader. In this case, we're talking pollen, and it just immediately goes into, what we call a histamine response. And it can cause inflammation and irritation in a lot of the systems of the body. And that can include especially digestion in the gut, which is where the base of the immune system is. So also the immune system, the respiratory system. It can also impact the brain, mental focus. All of these areas get impacted when we have an overload of histamine. The body kind of goes into kind of like fight or flight, for lack of a better word. The histamine response actually mimics in the body a stress response. And so it sends everything into high drive. And so sometimes we can have a minor histamine response. We get stung by a bee. Our body's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. The body sends in histamine. It does its job. And then the body settles back down. With pollen or things like allergies to cats or whatnot, we get inundated, right? Sometimes we don't get a break from that, whatever's creating that histamine. And that's when we start having what I like to call more suffering symptoms, which can be the sneezy, the snotty, the watery eyes, trouble thinking clearly, just a lot of those things. So that's kind of just the baseline of what histamine is and what it does in the body. And why we want to do things in the body that help reduce that response so that the body knows, whoa, 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 this isn't an invader. This isn't something we need to attack. We actually are so healthy that we can respond more with like an immune response instead of a histamine response. So with that, we're going to start with um, we have got our top 5 remedies we'd like to share. And I think, Marianne, you're going to start with the first one and I'll get the screen changed.
Okay. So the first thing is getting your immune system healthy and strong, and trying to do that year round. We all do, but when you know you're coming into a season where you tend to have allergic responses, you want to really start paying attention a good month in advance to how your immune system is doing, because you want to have a healthy immune response rather than a stress histamine response. And so doing all the things that keep your gut healthy, because that's like the basis of our immune system, and the things that are listed here. Um, Eating foods that support your immune system. If you're someone who's got some gluten or dairy sensitivities and you have them regularly, if you know you're coming into your season, you're going to want to drop those out or really limit them so that your immune system is coming into your allergy season healthy and strong and ready to go. And here, having probiotics, um, kefir, kimchi, fermented foods are so good for helping to get the gut healthy and strong.
Absolutely. Okay, next thing. It went backwards on me. We never want that. The second of our 5 tips is using essential oils. Now, know that we are sharing personal experience with all these tips, but also we're sharing deeply researched a lot. We've read lots of people's testimonies and lots of people's stories of like what they did, and this is like a compilation of all of that. Something I forgot to do at the beginning, and it's really relevant to what I'm about to talk about here, essential oils, is within my own family, my oldest daughter, who's now 13, when she was born with severe eczema, like rather chronic. She had it all through her childhood. We did all kinds of things. We changed all the soaps and hand soap, laundry soap in our house. We went to all cotton clothing. We tried homeopathic remedies. We even tried some of the steroids that were out there. We tried so many things to ease, lots of diet changes. Needed to throw that one in there to ease her eczema. And nothing really, everything helped a little bit, but nothing really made the eczema go away. We're talking, this was like at this point in the story, from the time she was born, she's 8, still has eczema despite all of the things we've tried and all the different people we've seen, all the gut health we focused on, all the liver support, everything. When we started using Young Living essential oils in 2019, so it was 5 years ago, within 1 month of using those oils in particular and just diffusing those oils, Young Living oils, particularly thieves oil, in our home within 1 month, my daughter's 8 years with eczema went away. So you better believe I'm a firm advocate for these things work. Like all those years of things we tried, and within 1 month of diffusing Thieves essential oil in our house, my daughter's 8 years with eczema went away. And it truly has not come back. And so that to me says a lot about the power of essential oils. Also the quality that you use. I am a big proponent of it has to be high quality. I'm a big fan of Young Living for that reason. So the other piece, yes, I mentioned the eczema, but also that oldest daughter also had allergies, even asthma when she was growing up and young, really bad allergies. We're talking like red swollen eyes, constant drippy nose. Anytime in the spring she was outside, it was like misery. We actually had to keep her inside a lot of the time because she was suffering so much. Tried lots of different remedies and very specific, like, allergy tinctures made for this area and, raw local honey and, so many different things we tried. And still she had the allergic response. And same with my husband. My husband had 40 years of his life. He's, about to turn 50, 40 years of his life, severe allergies, like same thing, incapacitated, completely swollen eyes, where like he literally can't see out of them, on the couch with like box after box of tissue, just miserable, absolutely miserable, asthmatic from the allergic response. So, we'd have to have an inhaler near him. And it'd just been a part of life for him, and it was what he had known. So coming back to the essential oils, when we started using Young Living oils in 2019, we did a little bit of diffusing here and there. We really didn't use oils for allergies until really about 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, we really started using these oils that you see on the screen regularly in preparation for allergy season because I'd heard from other people's success stories that this helped their family. And by golly gee, it really is amazing. So we did start doing these oils that you see on the screen: lemon, lavender, peppermint, and some copaiba. and using them regularly, diffusing them, applying them topically. I brought a roller, which you can do with like a roller. You put the oils in a roller, you roll it on yourself, and also taking them internally, either in some water or like my husband will put it in a capsule. And both of them did that 3 years ago pretty well. And they had the least symptoms they'd ever had, any season. 2 years ago, they both hit it hard, took the capsules, drank it daily, diffused it regularly, every single day in the house, pretty much, used a roller, and neither of them had allergy responses in the spring. Neither of them. This was like life-changing for my husband. I mean, really, truly, I wish I'd taken pictures of how miserable he used to look and how much he suffered 2 years ago and last year using these tips we are sharing. Neither my husband nor my daughter suffered from allergies. Like, absolutely phenomenal. So, essential oils are tip number 2. It's called like the secret sauce, it's the magic trio: lemon, lavender, peppermint. You'll notice that then we have copaiba, because copaiba is an excellent anti-inflammatory support plant. And so that oil is a great one to add in. And then there you see Season Essentials blend below that. That is a brand new combination of plants and oils, including lemon, lavender, and peppermint, that Young Living made. It's all in one bottle. So talk about really easy in the morning. You stick some in a capsule, you swallow it, you put it in the diffuser from one bottle. It just makes it super easy. You put some in a roller bottle, you add some carrier oil, and you take it with you wherever you go. When you start to feel a response, a histamine response come on, you roll it on your chest, your neck. You can some people put it on their cheekbones, their jawbone. So that's another quick, easy button. All right, we'll get to number 3, Ningxia Red. Now, I love talking about this stuff because it's a supplement drink. So think like you're buying a big bottle of a supplement drink and you're drinking like 2 ounces a day. What this does is greatly support your liver and your cells flushing toxins. Well, guess what histamine is in the body? It's essentially a toxin your body is desperately trying to get out and flush because it's creating inflammation. Ningxia Red has actually been clinically proven to, by like 35%, reduce the inflammatory response in the body. So it is an excellent supplement drink. It's super rich in minerals and vitamins, and it's got literally the highest auric value of any product that's kind of known out there right now, which means it has the highest antioxidant rating of any product known. And it just immensely supports the body at the deep cellular level. So that's another tool we like to throw out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then our next one, number 4, remember there were 5 of these. So number 4, Mom, I don't know if you want to, oh, this is my mom, by the way. If you want to talk about this next one, clean up your cleaners. This one is one we don't think about often, but it plays a huge role in our overall health and well-being, as this is our indoor zone, our indoor air. So anyways, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah. So the face cleaner is like the star in our house. And I have 2 big spray bottles at either end of the house. So it's within easy reach no matter where we are. And it is a truly green, truly not greenwash, but a truly green cleaner. And these line includes hand soap and toothpaste and laundry cleaners and regular household cleaners that not only, like it says here, it's like it doesn't tax our livers, but on top of that, it boosts and supports the immune system. So it's a double double. It has been the only soap and cleaner that I've ever been able to use on my hands without making my hands break out. It's the only laundry cleaner I've ever been able to use that I didn't have to like do double rinses and vinegar rinses to make sure all of it was out of my clothes. So using good cleaners that are non-toxic, that support your immune system, is vitally important when your immune system and your liver is being taxed by allergy season, whenever yours is.
Yes, and
And I don't know if you had anything else to add there.
I'm just seconding as a mom who has, so that oldest daughter who, is kind of the star of this talk, even though I have three kids, but this has been her journey. One of her struggles is the eczema, the allergies, and even the asthma when she was young, which we're grateful. She's not dealing with any of those three things anymore. And a big part of that as well is we started using Thieves laundry soap. It caused no reaction to her skin. We started using Thieves hand soap, no reaction to her skin. And this is a child, just like you said, almost every other brand of hand soap would cause her hands to turn red and almost get a little welty.
Mm.
Thieves causes no issues. Thieves essential oil is what I put in the diffuser that within a month of diffusing, made her eczema go away. And so I'm just in awe. It's one of my favorite things out there. It's also one of the most affordable cleaners out there. You buy a bottle of concentrate, you add 1 to 2 capfuls of it to like a 16-ounce spray bottle. That concentrate bottle lasts you a long time. So yeah, extremely safe, healthy, and also does the job though. Like, want to be really
Mm-hmm.
clear, it's been
Yeah.
proven to kill germs. It's a really fun thing to Google online, like thieves cleaner and raw chicken, and you can find out for yourself why. It's not just that it's healthy and safe and plant-based, but it also gets the job done. All right, so whoops, went the wrong way again. Okay, so our last little of our 5 tips, things that really greatly help out with histamine, allergy season, all that is liver support. So our liver is our greatest filter in the body. Our liver is such an underrated, amazing organ that truly supports like our ultimate health. Kind of like we talk about gut health because it's like the foundation of where our immune system is. Our liver is a really close second there because its job is to keep everything we don't need and everything that doesn't serve us flushing out, right? Just like we like to flush a toilet, our liver essentially is that flush system in our physical body. And so if we think about the world we live in, right? The reality is there's chemicals everywhere we go. When we walk into a grocery store and we walk down the aisle of cleaners, like that smell almost gives me an instant headache. That's the world we live in. There's, we are spraying agricultural fields with dangerous pesticides. That's the world we're living in, unfortunately. We are driving cars that use fossil fuels. That's, affecting the air quality we're breathing. So this is just a reality, our baseline of our world right now is we are exposed to toxins. We also, the liver helps flush those toxins out. The liver also helps flush hormones out, emotions out, or things get stuck in there. So backed up, our hormone receptors and such aren't able to like flush and be renewed. If our liver isn't functioning, if our liver gets clogged, it's like a backed up toilet. We're basically dealing with a lot of extra crap. So your liver really plays a huge role in how well you handle histamine, stress, all of that. And super easy, simple things you can do to support the liver. And what I love about all these is I actually use these with my oldest daughter as a way to help. And these are all things that are kind of all age safe to use. Lemon oil is such an easy way. You can put a few drops on your fingers. It's really gentle oil and you can rub it right where your liver is. It's right around like just below on the body's right side, um, right below the rib cage on the front and the back. You can just rub a little lemon oil. And I did that for my daughter when she was really struggling in allergy season on top of these other things we've suggested. You can drink or take a milk thistle tincture. I think they also make it in a tea. You can take a dandelion
Mm-hmm.
leaf tea. Both of those are excellent liver support options. And then the last one is a supplement that I have used and my daughter's used. What's great is it tastes really good. You just take like a teaspoon of the powder, mix it in with some water and drink it. And it helps again, almost like that Ninja Red. It really helps the body at the cellular level to help flush. And it's also a known supplement that helps the liver as well as the cells. Just like the word says here on this, decongest and flush what we don't need, which innately reduces the body's inflammation, which aids the body's ability to have a healthy response to pollen versus a like massive stress response, histamine response. But we wouldn't be us if we didn't also give you a few bonus ones, because there are so many good things out there we can do. And when you really do these things actively, you set your body up for success. So if you want to talk about these, Marianne.
Sure. Um, Local raw honey. And the reason local and raw is because it is honey that the bees have produced from the plants and their pollen in your area, and raw so that all of that good stuff doesn't get pasteurized out of it. So you want to get local raw honey. And some kids really love it, some don't. But love it, you can like just have a spoonful of it. um, it's another way. If you want to take the oils internally, you can mix them with the honey and um, take them that way, or make it into a tea, put it into like very warm, not hot, so that you don't kill the ability of the oils, and drink it as a tea, as a nice, soothing, comforting drink. Um, or just add it to your tea, or if you're making juice drinks, you can add a little bit of honey as sweetener from your local raw honey. There is I don't know if you can see this, I don't know if I'm on the screen, but there's a homeopathic remedy that's called histaminum. And the way that homeopathy works is to take the thing that your body is having a reaction to and give it to you in incredibly tiny microdoses, so that your body learns what to do with it in a way that doesn't leave you with the big histamine response. So using histaminum homeopathic remedy is another way to help with allergies. Allergy is a supplement that helps with, um, it's what I use when I know that I've gone somewhere and eaten something that, like, oh, that had dairy in it. And I know I have trouble digesting dairy. And I can take that supplement to help my body clear it out and reduce it. And you can take it regularly if you know that. Another one that I love is NAC, which is N-acetylcysteine, which helps the body um, with inflammation and congestion, so that if you have a lot of respiratory systems as part of your allergy response, N-acetylcysteine, which you can find just as NAC, it's the easiest way to find it, um, is great because it helps your body not get into that inflammatory response.
Yes. Great suggestions. Thank you. I don't know why it loves to keep going back, but it does. All right. As we're wrapping up, this is like, if you walk away with one thing from this whole thing, is starting these proactively, early and often, is a key to their effectiveness. In particular, when I've remembered to start oils early for my husband and my oldest daughter, it had the most profound, it like set them up for success once the pollen, the dry winds, all of that. And so again, you're trying to hit it before the inflammation and the histamine response sets in. It's almost like that homeopathic piece Marianne was just saying, especially with the essential oils. If you can start them early before your symptoms start, you will have it will have much greater impact to set you up, because you're before the inflammation starts. And again, just we said this earlier, but reducing the inflammatory food and flooding the body with nutrients, that whole antioxidants, which a great one is that Ninja Red with the highest antioxidant rating of any product that we know out there, really helps the body be set up to just flush inflammation and histamine out. One, if you do find, maybe you forgot, or you just got slammed with allergies because boy, even in my house, we know that. This is a amazing, simple thing you can do. It's called a jump start. It involves lemon, lavender, and peppermint oils. You could do the copaiba in there too, but you're basically, if you're already in sneezy, snotty, ugly state, you can try this. You do it for about 1 to 3 days, and people say it works wonders when they've already started having the watery eyes, the sneezy, snotty. Take 4 to 5 drops each of lemon, lavender, and peppermint in a capsule, and you take them every 3 hours while you're awake that first day. Then after the first day, you take 3 drops of each oil in a capsule. You take it once in the morning and once in the evening. What's really great about these capsules is you can make them ahead of the time and put them in your freezer, which is really convenient. You don't want to leave them on the counter because yes, the oils will melt the gel caps. Another really cool thing you could do this jumpstart with the what we call, I wish I'd brought it, but Season Essentials blend. It already has lemon, lavender, and peppermint in it. And they also added a type of that's safe to digest, eucalyptus and goldenrod, all of which help with the histamine allergic response. You can take that and do this same jumpstart. Another cool thing about the Season Essentials blend that Young Living makes is you can actually drop it right under your tongue, 3 to 5 drops. I've heard of people who were having massive allergic reactions, like from going and cutting the hay, broke out in hives, took that under their tongue, waited 10 more minutes, put it under their tongue again, and like everything settled after like 10 minutes, which is a profound to go from like welts and heat, like asthmatic breathing to the body settling, the welts going away, and the breathing returning back to normal. So you have these tools. They are easy tools. They are safe tools. They're okay for your kids to use. They're okay for adults to use. If you have more questions about this, feel free to reach out and happy to help. And that's all we have.
Mhm.
Do you have anything to add?
I have nothing more to add. It's
Okay.
really, we hit all the points.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Mhm. Bye.